be true. But in that vast universe of ours out there, who is to say what or who is really out there? I leave it up to you, ladies and gentlemen, as I begin the tale of the Voombodian women from outer space. We go now to the village pizzeria, where our adventure begins.
All right, everybody, quiet down, quiet down. No, why bother, Pat? These guys have too much beer and pepperoni pizza in them to make any communication on a human level. Try Pig Latin.
Latin wouldn't be Bob's first language. I'd say Belgian would be more like it.
Come on, ladies, let's go somewhere where we might be appreciated. Like the mall. I hear they're having some big sales.
You're on.
This was a good idea coming to the mall. They have a great selection here. What do you think of this little number?
Well, I kind of like it on you, Pat, but you could stand to lose a little weight. There, I've said it.
So what you're saying is this particular garment does not have the right cut. Find something positive to say, Jane, or don't say anything at all.
Well, it brings out the nice green in your eyes.
Hey, ladies, check this out.
Sexist pig? Can you imagine that in this day and age? You shouldn't have to take that, Sarah. You want us to go do something about it?
And just what are you planning on doing? Sitting on him?
You know, one of these days, Jane, one of these days.
Now look. Should I get this or not? I can't decide if it's too revealing or something.
Yes, it's revealing. And yes, you should get it. Might as well keep old John in happy hog heaven.
Say, what is with you two? You've been at each other's throats all day, and now you're attacking my husband? What gives?
Sorry, Sarah.
Yeah, sorry, Sarah. It must be the heat or something. I've been feeling edgy all day. I'm not sure why.
You know what? I'm feeling frustrated with my life. I'm plain bored. Same thing every day. Go to work, cook the food, do the laundry, clean the house, and for what? For who?
You know, I think I'll just try these pants on over my shorts.
Well, for starters, you are doing it for you, Jane. Never mind about Bob.
But if Bob wasn't around all the time, hungry, dirty, messy, I didn't want time for myself.
Yeah, and what would you do with all that free time?
I don't know. Maybe take some classes or something. I just want to do something different, that's all. Something I can get into.
I'd be happy if I could get into these pants.
Hey! You know, I think there's something we could do. Have either of you ever wanted to run your own business?
When I was a kid, I wanted to run away with the circus. Does that count?
I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue.
No. I mean like a business, like a shop or something. Retail. I always loved the idea of selling things to people in a store.
Well, like what, for instance?
Well, I don't know, like homemade jewelry or purses or clothing.
That's it. I'm definitely going on a diet, starting Tuesday.
Why starting Tuesday?
Because on Monday, Village Bakery is having a going out of business celebration sale, reducing all cookies and pastries 75% for regular customers. And I am regular, trust me.
Hey! That's not a bad idea.
What's not a bad idea?
We can buy Village Bakery and turn it into our own bakery.
You mean I would be surrounded by cinnamon rolls and bear claws and fudge nut brownies forever and ever?
Hopefully not. The idea is to sell them, not live amongst them.
But you know what? I'm not sure how we'd even go about doing such a thing.
The Women's Small Business Association.
The what?
The Women's Small Business Association. They have classes on how to start up businesses. You know, stuff about licenses, regulations, loans.
Wait, you're really serious about all this?
Well, why not? Why, we have just as good a shot at it as anyone, and I have tons of baking recipes.
Well, I've got accounting experience from when I worked at the construction company.
I could be the official taster.
Well, I'm going to talk to John about it tonight and see if he'll let me dip into our savings a little bit.
No offense, Sarah, but John doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd want a woman to be self-sufficient.
John isn't so bad. Look, once I get him to see that the idea is practical and can make us some money, he'll come around. John really can be a sweet, wonderful, understanding man when he wants to be.
As John and his companions stagger out of the pizza parlor, they have the care of the world. But, unbeknownst to them, just on the other side of town, in the neighboring cornfield, old Ben Johnson's cornfield, a spacecraft, not of this world, is making its unearthly descent. We are now in the interior of this ship from outer space. The interior of the craft looks like a living room with gadgets and knobs and dials all around. The inhabitants of the craft have the appearance of earthly females, but they have a strange glow about them as they drink cosmic tea out of goblets that blink and are discussing their plans for invasion, while the others are doing the Voombodian huntress dance.
Unless it is something of Voombodian shaking proportions.
As is this situation, number 2. Oh, I have little choice. This mission is too important for me to trust it to anyone else. The last time I trusted someone else to take control of a mission, it was delegated to the Voombodian Blue Princess, Baba Anushka. And by the time she had loaded in all of her male servo droid and insisted that her quarters be redone in galactic green glitter, the enemy was upon them. And it was too late.
But now, can you tell us why we are traveling to this strange little blue planet Earth?
As some of you already know, our galaxy is running out of planets that are inhabited by male humanoids, which, of course, is the only thing we can eat. We must have male humans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or we will cease to exist. This planet, Earth, has billions of these male humans, which will keep us in sustenance for thousands of years.
Male humanoids from Earth. I am not sure of the palatability of such beings. My studies show that the majority of them do not feed on organic substances, but diet mostly on foods that come from boxes, cans, and bottles.
Not to worry, number 1. Oh, I have run a scan analysis, and as far as I can determine, they will taste just like chicken.
Chicken? But why did we wait so long before coming to Earth? We knew that this planet was rich in males long ago.
We waited because up until now, the Earth women, our interplanetary sisters, needed these men for their livelihood, affection, for their security, and for their affection. Oh, they were not able to function on this planet without them, but now they seem to be able to provide these things amongst themselves. They provide their own food, they have their own shelter, and they seem to be able to protect themselves. So the men, as far as I can see, are no longer needed. They are obsolete, and our Earth sisters will not suffer if they vanish from the Earth. So now is the time.
But what about the reproduction of the species? Won't the men be needed for that?
Oh, Earth women are not too different from ourselves. Have we not managed to procreate our species by the use of cloning?
They have no clones. They're not as advanced as we are.
Well, then send in the clones. There ought to be clones.
Okay. Well, all of this is true. Our small planet Voombodia is starving, and Earth can provide us with enough men for many generations.
And by then, we will have found additional sources.
Ah, as a matter of fact, we now have the technology to store these men so that they can be consumed at our convenience. Number 2, please explain the operation of the infrasonic freeze-dry units to us.
Yes, my queen. These are anti-humidity demoisturizer units. You strap them on your arms, like so. The men simply enter your embrace, like so. And as they do, you embrace them, like so. The connector cord runs to the emitting tank, which jettisons a freezing gas, which will freeze dry the men into sparkling crystals, which you will then scoop up with your silver scooper, placing each freeze-dried male into a vial, which will be reconstituted at a later time.
Ingenious! But how will we get the men to come into our arms so we can engage the units?
Oh, these Earthmen seem to have a fondness for being in the all-encompassing embrace of female arms, but sometimes they do not come willingly. Sometimes they must be lured. But don't worry, I will show you how it is to be done in due time.
NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has announced it will launch into space the most powerful radio telescope ever built in hopes of finding any radio transmissions from galaxies outside our own. The project will cost the U.S. taxpayers over $2 billion. Hey, that is a lot of money. And for what? For what? So that we can find intelligence beings like ourselves and learn their secret plans on how to build spaceships and whatnot.
No, I'm telling you, Carl, there are no such things as space people. Why, if there were space people around, why don't we see them?
Because you grizzly old flute thing's invincible. And you can't see what that there is to see if and it's invincible.
And that's my point. They ain't a there.
You know, you two are more mindless as someone who ain't got no brains at all.
Of course you can't see them because they disguise themselves as ordinary citizenry. Just like in you and me. Now, they ain't got what, them green noses or them flappy antenna. They're just like us.
Like us? What you saying, you nosy faced baboon? That me and Carl is looking like space people?
What I'm saying is whatever shoe you got, that's the one you wear. You got a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that, but I got a problem with you.
Boys. Now sit and shut up, both of you. Now, Jonesy, you're right in that, yeah, they probably don't have them funny green ears or green noses. But Rumford, you're right because we ain't never really seen them anyway. And I'm right because I can knock the both of you with one hand tied behind my back, behind my space alien, steely, wet, shimmery back. So just sit, shut up, drink your beers.
We sitting, Carl.
Well, just shut up then. Now, stupid dumb. Yes, sir. Ah, home sweet home. Got me some chips, got me some beer, big game. And there's nothing better than a man and his cousin.
Sean, when are you going to grow up? Look at this place. Beer bottles, empty pizza boxes, half-eaten sandwiches, bags of potato chips.
Hey, those are Doritos. I don't do potatoes. Too much starch.
This place is a mess. It's bad enough I have to do all the shopping and the cleaning. The least you could do is not make such a mess.
Look, Sarah, I go by the old adage that a man's home is his castle. Now, I have a right to do this. I work hard all week, bring home the bacon.
Yeah, and you eat most of it too.
Hey. I provide this home for us. I'm entitled to mess it up if I want.
But I want a clean house, not a pigsty. Johnny, there's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Okay, yeah, in a minute. This is the last quarter.
No, John, now.
Hey, I was watching that.
Now, Jane and Pat and I are thinking of starting our own business. Between the three of us, we've got lots of recipes and bookkeeping knowledge and experience. We want to buy out Village Bakery and start our own bake shop. I want to use part of our savings and help it start going, and I'll pay it back once the business starts going.
Are you serious? Have you gone nuts? You three don't know anything about running a business. You know, baking chocolate cake is one thing, and trying to sell it to people's another.
But we've looked into it. The Women's Small Business Association is going to help us. I just need to borrow a little of our money.
Hey, there's nothing you need that I can't provide for you. So now, if you three want to go sell chocolate cake, well, I just suggest you set up a front table on the front lawn with a sign that says cake, 50 cents a slice, or whatever.
John, you're not being fair. I have personal needs and wants that are not necessarily materialistic, things I need to do for myself.
Well, the only thing you really need to do is keep me in clean shirts and well-cooked meals, and you do that just fine. Well, honey, I'm happy with you just the way you are. Well, hey, remember, Sarah, it's a tough world out there, and men are still the protectors of women, despite what all the women livers will try to tell you. Oh, Sarah, come on, don't start crying. I hate it when you do that. Now, look, I'm going to take a walk up to the smoke shop and pick up some pipe tobacco. And I hope that when I get back, this little discussion of ours will be a thing of the past.
You're wrong about all of this, John. You really are.
Oh, hi. You kind of scared me. Listen, this could be sort of fun, and you are a little kinky looking, but listen, I'm a married man, so if you'll excuse me,
Sarah, it's Jane. Does Bob happen to be there?
No, Jane, he isn't here. Is something wrong?
Well, he left for the store about 3 hours ago. I fell asleep, just woke up, and he isn't here. I'm kind of worried.
Well, John was on his way to the smoke shop. I guess he left about the same time, and he didn't get home either.
Do you think they're together?
Could be. I was thinking about calling the sheriff's office if anything has happened, or...
Well, I might just do that too. If Bob doesn't show up pretty soon, where do you suppose they could possibly be?
And the weather will be the same tomorrow with high clouds, a 50% chance of rain, a 50% chance of sun, and a 50% chance of either. And this story out of the Boondocks in North Dakota, the entire softball team of Dervish, consisting of 23 men and Cocker Spaniel, has apparently disappeared in the thin air. The team was returning from a game in a nearby town when they simply disappeared. Strangely, the bus, all the men's gear, and the Cocker Spaniel were found unharmed by the side of Highway 202. The engine of the bus was still running. Sheriff's Department officials have no explanation as to where the men might have gone, or why the bus was abandoned. We will follow up on this story and let you know of any late-breaking details as they become available. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles...
Well, can you beat that?
You know, it sounds like it to me like them dopes wimped out because they lost the game and went off running to escape their shame, just as what you get when you're a loser or something like that.
Yeah, but what if? I mean, what if?
Well, what if, South Brain? What if what?
What if they's dead? Or worse?
Dang nabbit, you local dunceweed. That ain't nothing worse than being dead. Hey, dogs. Hey, dogs. Hey, whoa, what is it? Well, spin in our car. What is it, man? Well, they done found a flying sorcerer over in Ben Johnson's cornfield. What?
If what you're saying is true, Carl, then this is the biggest thing to happen here in Dervish since the time Shirley MacLaine accidentally drove through town on her way to Bismarck.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's gather up some pitchforks and flaming torches and get out there. No, nail all the pitchforks and torches. Kyle, now, you know, it ain't that kind of plot. But, you know, hey, dogs, what the hey? Let's get in Rupert's truck and, well, you know, check out that alien thing. Dervish County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Taylor speaking. Why, hello, Martha. Yeah, well, I know they is missing, but you know, there ain't too much I can do until I can get some more men to go looking for them. No, I can't leave this here Control Central. So, what you gonna make for dinner, honey bud? Huh? That means that's good eating. Oh, no, I don't want to invite them Thisbys. No, Roger eats too much. I want second for tomorrow's lunch, yeah. Oh, me too, yeah. Yeah, I love you, my little sugar glazed donut gem.
Sheriff, you have to listen to us, Sheriff.
I gotta go now, Martha, my little
Something
piggy.
has happened. Something terrible has happened.
Now, ladies, please. Now, I know the man is missing from the bus is a big concern for y'all, and I got Deputy Flute out in the field investigating right now as we speak. There ain't no more I can do until more deputies arrive from Bismarck. So now, if you all just go on home until we can just get some...
But Sheriff, what I'm trying to tell you is that John's been missing since before the ball team disappeared, and he even wasn't on that bus.
Same with my Bob, Sheriff.
Well, hold it there.
We have to get...
No, hold it. Please, ladies, hold it. Hold it. Now, that's better. Now, if you don't mind, ladies, now just one at a time, and please, Just the facts, please.
Well, you see, Sheriff, John left about 3 hours before, and he went to the smoke shop and
Hold
he's
it.
still missing. And
Hold it! I bet Tom Selleck, Ben Matlock never had problems like this.
Look, Sheriff, it's obvious something really big is going on around here.
yes, and that report about a spaceship in the cornfield, are you checking that out?
Well, now, just as stupid as that idea sounds, believe it or not, I am checking it out. Now, that's where I got Deputy Flute right now investigating the very situation as we speak.
Oh my gosh! A real spaceship! A real spaceship! And look! A window! Maybe I could just take a itty bitty, itsy bitsy peek. Sheriff Taylor, come in, please!
Taylor here, that you bury over.
Sheriff. You won't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm walking around out here. What do you think I find? Huh? What do you think I come upon? I come upon a spaceship. I kid you not. Honest dogs, a spaceship, a real spaceship. And no identifying marks or nothing. And guess what, Sheriff? You just guess what? Here's Martians. We're space people or whatever you call them out here. I saw one. Not none of them being men. No, sir. But, Sheriff, let me tell you, this here space person, well, you're not going to believe what I saw.
Slow down, Sheriff. Deputy, now you just tell me what you saw.
Well, Sheriff, I'll tell you what I saw. It looked like a woman, Sheriff. Well, yeah, it looked like a woman. Well, not exactly like a woman. I mean, I only saw her face. I mean, its face.
Whose face did you see? Are you near that cornfield? Over.
Roger, Sheriff. I am in the heart of the cornfield. And as I was telling you, there is one heck of a spaceship out here, Sheriff. And it's big. It's real big. Who's there? Is somebody there? Sheriff? Somebody's coming. I can hear them.
What do they look like, Barry? Can you see them? Over.
Not yet, Sheriff. But I think they're getting close. Sheriff! It's a woman! A beautiful woman. In some sort of costume. She's got dark glasses on, Sheriff. She's coming up to me, Sheriff. She's taking off. Oh,
Taking off for what? Deputy, speak up. What is she taking off, Deputy? Speak up.
her glasses, sir.
Oh.
She's taking off her dark glasses.
No. Well, what's she doing now?
She's just looking at me, Sheriff. Just looking at me. Oh, she has the most beautiful eyes, Sheriff. Such beautiful eyes. I can't seem to look away from them. They're so beautiful. They're so...
Deputy Flew, what's happened? Report, Deputy, report! Over and up.
I think we've got a major crisis on our hands, Sheriff.
I think we better get out to that cornfield.
Yes, well, you go, ladies. Well, you just go on ahead if you want to, but I'm going to stay here and analyze this tactical situation a little bit more.
Sure, Sheriff. We understand. Come on, gals. Let's go find our men.
As the heroic women of the town traverse towards the unknown danger that surely awaits them, the brawny men from the tavern are also now making their approach on Ben Johnsfield's cornfield. Oh, such brave but foolish souls.
It's real! A flying sorcerer right here in Ben Johnson's cornfield! Shh! Quiet! Jonesy! Look, there's just be quiet! No, but Jonesy, you gotta look over here. There's these three things. Jonesy, I'm telling you, you gotta. I said be quiet! Yikes! Ahoy there! Do you speak English?
Españole? Hablo españole?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Maybe a little Hebrew? Hey? Well, boys, I can't see any real harm in it if we try to show them we're friendly. But, yeah. What we're gonna do? Oh, hey, Rumford. You still got that square dancing tape in your truck?
Sure do, Carl.
Well, then go fire that baby up. Yeah, we're gonna ask these women to dance. Hurry up, Rupert!
And with the music blowing out of Carl's pickup truck, the men with bravery and finesse approach the three Voombodian women. They bow, offer their hands. At first the Voombodians are skeptical, but one of them decides to take a shot. Let us straight! Don't you know it? Soon the others join the crowd. One arm to the left, another arm to the right. Then, like a dark cloud coming across a blue sky, the Voombodian queen emerges from the spacecraft. And as all the men before them are done, these men also begin to walk hypnotically into the arms of their dreadful demise. From different planets together, the evil queen in one fell swoop brought a reign of demise once again on the helpless men of Dervish. As the women from the town arrive on the scene, they stay hidden behind some tall corn, watching their men being put into little glass vials and taken aboard the ominous spacecraft. It is a dark day indeed for mankind and womankind as well. All the goings-on with the Voombodians in town, everyone is still excited about the imminent arrival of Richard Peters, the famous exercise guru from Beverly Hills, who is scheduled to do a book signing of his latest book at Comer's bookstore in downtown Dervish. And just how much is the famous exercise master looking forward to his trip to Dervish? Let's listen in as Richard and his booking agent Phil discuss the plans.
Please hold. This is Richard, ultimate and supreme guru. Please hold. Yes, this is Richard, aerobics instructor par excellence. Please hold. Oh, Miss Letitia Bloodworthy, yes, we're sending the aerobics out to you immediately. The aerobics video of perspiring to the moldies. We'll do that immediately. Hurry, get that aerobics disc out immediately. What are you doing? Phil!
What is it?
Why do I have to go to Derwood, North Dakota, of all places? I mean, why couldn't it have been Pawtucket or Raleigh? Even Anchorage would have been better.
Richard. It's Dervish, not Doe.
And I already told you, your publisher's niece owns a bookstore there, and as a personal favor to him, I agreed that you'd go. It's all expenses paid, of course.
Of course, complete with pack mules and Indian guides.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Besides, I heard Shirley MacLaine once drove through there on her way to Bismarck. It could be a lot worse.
Sure it could. You could have booked me on a probe to Pluto, or Goofy, or Donald.
Oh, Richard.
Things weren't always like this. Once I was happy, thin, almost a normal person.
So what happened?
I had a calling, Phil. I heard a special voice. It told me I needed to be the leader of the misshapen, the hopeless, and the woe-begone.
Good choice. Well, listen, at any rate, this trip to Dervish will be good for you. Help you take your mind off everything for a while, right?
What? What? Take my mind off of being the leader of the woe-begone? Never, Phil. Never! My people will always need me to be there for them. It is a burden I alone must bear.
Meanwhile, back in Dervish at the home of Sarah and John, Sarah is conducting a meeting with the utmost diligence.
Ladies, quiet please. I think you all know what we're up against, but in case you don't, let me tell you, it's the survival of our planet.
What's happening?
Now, Rita here was an electrical engineer and a physics major in her day, and I engaged her to sort of spy on the Voombodian women. Rita, why don't you tell us what you found out?
You mean now, Sarah? You want me to talk now?
Yes, Rita, yes. Tell them what you found out.
You want me to tell them?
Yes, Rita, yes, please.
Oh, yes, all right. Well, now you all know I wear this silly old hearing aid because, well, you know, when you get up to be my age, well, things aren't as clear as they once were. You know, I can remember when I could hear a hummingbird flapping its wings outside a kitchen window. Of course, that was during the spring. Not the winter months. I'd most likely have the shutters closed. It gets so cold in the winter here. Now, when I used to live in Arizona with my son, well, we never closed the windows at night, not even in the winter.
Rita, please, dear, will you please tell us what you heard?
Oh, all right. I was getting there. Don't lose your shirt. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm kind of hard of hearing, so I have this little old hearing aid that I modified a little. See? I put a booster with an integrated circuit in the transmitter section, and then I modified the receiver by boosting the output with an equalization unit filtered out through all frequencies below 5,000 kilohertz so as to emphasize the peak frequencies of the voice waves of the space women, who actually speak several decibels lower than we humans because of a difference in their voices.
Rita, please, will you get on with it?
All right, keep your shirts on. Anyway, I listened in on one of those space women inside their ship, and you know what? They want to capture every last blasted man on this planet.
Oh, no.
And that ain't all. They're going to freeze dry them and take them back to their planet and eat them.
Oh, no.
And there's more. May I have some tea, Sarah?
Yes.
And maybe one of those little devil food cookies, you know, the ones with the marshmallow center?
Yes, Rita, but please finish your report first.
Oh, all right. Keep your galoshes on, young whippersnappers. Anywho, these space women can just about do anything they darn well please with our men because our men just keep falling for them.
I bet they do.
And there's not a thing we can do about it.
What do you mean?
I mean, they got some sort of force field around them so they cannot be hurt by guns or rocks or knitting needles or nothing.
Do you think they might have sushi near the Dervish airport, Richard? I just have to have sushi or I go mad.
To tell you the truth, honey, I don't think they know what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Well, I'm not exactly a captain, but on this here aircraft, I might as well be considered your captain. Has a nice wing to it, doesn't it? Yes, well, we're now flying over Dervish, North Dakota, and we'll be landing in a few minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts and be sure to stop by Hogan's General Store in town, Dervish, for the best plain frozen yogurt you ever ate. Thanks for flying Dog-Eared Airlines, and have a nice day.
Here we are.
Yes. Wherever R is.
Gee, I am feeling a bit peckish. Any sushi stands around here, do you think?
I wouldn't know. All I know is I got a mean case of the GERS.
I'm so excited. Oh.
Yes, I made it. I assume you're Dora Schleschel? Yes, of course. So, Dora, this is my secretary, Marba Maple.
How do you do, Miss Maple?
So when will Richard be doing the book signing?
Did you have a nice flight?
Oh, sure. Except the hamsters that turn the wheels to make the engine run kept me awake.
Well, we are a smaller community than you're used to, I'm sure.
So when will Richard be doing the book signing?
Well, that will be Monday morning at 10 o'clock. That means you have the entire weekend to take in the sights of Dervish.
Oh, can I stand the excitement?
Well, there is something I should tell you.
Is there something wrong?
Wrong? Well, I don't know if wrong is the right word. It seems that a large spaceship from outer space has landed in Dervish, and it contains a vicious bunch of deadly, man-eating space women.
Voombodian women from outer space. As this program mostly relies on your imagination to fill in the visual gaps, I want you to picture a large meeting hall with hundreds of frantic women hubbing and bubbing about, the dire situation taking place in Dervish. Then, I want you to picture the last man left in Dervish, North Dakota, Irwin. Irwin is about 80 years old. He's wearing pots and pans as armor, a colander on his head for protection, and holding a huge plastic baseball bat. He is wearing a St. Christopher, a silver cross, a Star of David, and a string of garlic around his neck. Let's go now to the meeting hall where Sarah is about to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for radical action. Now, aside from Irwin here, there is not one single freaking man left in Dervish. All the men are gone, all of them. And now that they're gone, I do have to admit that for the first time, Dervish is quiet, peaceful, restful, clean, safe, and boring. We want our men back.
Well, what do you propose we do, Sarah? You know nothing can hurt those space women.
You're right. You're right. We need a weapon, ladies. We need a secret, powerful weapon to use against these Voombodians. Ladies, I want you all to pray. I want you all to humble Because, ladies, if we don't stop the Voombodians here, they will spread throughout the entire world, taking our men with them, and leaving us with their dirty laundry. And so, ladies, let us now pray in earnest, and whoever the Creator sends, whoever the Creator shows us, and maybe even sends us through that very door, we know that we must accept and follow.
Hallelujah.
To save the human race. Now, ladies, let us pray.
Hi, I'm Richard Peters. What's happening?
We leave our troubled heroic women now and go back inside the control chamber of the Voombodian spaceship, where we find those foul creatures watching Earth TV's 6 o'clock news. And so it seems apparent that there is something very strange going on out in Derby, North Dakota. Although authorities refuse to divulge any information, furthermore, the town has been quarantined off. No one can come in and no one can leave. And what's even stranger yet, it's all the sheriff's officers, town officials, press persons, they all seem to be female. In fact, our reporter told me he didn't see one single male anywhere near the roadblock. And finally, though this may be unrelated, our reporter also told me that all the women officials seem to be wearing some sort of, well, dark glasses. Well, that's all I have for you out of Dervish, North Dakota. This is Sander Van Okla reporting.
Well, my loyal subjects, the first part of our plan is complete. We have taken over Dervish and freeze-dried every able-bodied man in the city. Now, we can continue our campaign. We can take over the county and eventually the state.
But my queen, there is one new male that we have not yet captured.
Oh, I was not aware of such a person. Who is this person? What is his name? What does he do? Who is it?
He is Richard Peters, their exercise guru from the West.
He just flew in yesterday on one of their crude flying machines.
I see. Number 3. I want you to go into town and find this Richard Peters. And when you do...
I know what to do, my queen.
We are in downtown Dervish. Everything is deserted except for Richard, Marva, and Sarah walking in place from the meeting hall as Sarah's explaining the situation of the Voombodians to Richard and Marva.
Sure is quiet in downtown Dervish at night. Not what we're used to at all.
Well, it used to be a little more lively before we lost all our men. Look, we just can't have a book signing right now or anything else with any kind of normalcy until we find a way to combat this invasion of space women.
Well, this just won't do. My contract specifically states that I arrive on Friday, sign books on Monday, and be home by Monday evening. It says nothing about meeting with space aliens.
But Richard, think of what an opportunity this could be. We could have your exercise videos distributed over intergalactic syndication.
Marva, it's times like this I wonder where I would be without you.
I thank you, Richard.
Suddenly, from out of the blackness, appears a Voombodian woman. As the Voombodian begins to remove her dark glasses, the two women rush, but are only repelled by her force field and are knocked to the ground. Richard stands there, frozen with fear, as the Voombodian woman begins her gaze of hypnotism. But, like all the others males that she has subdued, Richard does not seem to be affected by her gaze. In fact, as they continue to make eye contact, the Voombodian woman actually begins to quiver. And then she starts to shake violently. Then, as Richard and the other woman watch in amazement. The Voombodian begins doing aerobics at an incredibly fast pace. She starts going faster and faster. Soon she is going at blurring speed until finally she vanishes. Meanwhile, back at the meeting hall.
Ladies, may I have your attention, please? Ladies, we have our weapon.
Oh, what sort of weapon are we talking about?
Everyone, gather around. Now, listen, ladies. Oh, you too, Richard. Now, I've been thinking about this not just from a military standpoint, but from a scientific one as well. Just what do we know about these Voombodian women? Firstly, we know that they're from another planet, a planet unlike our own, in that it is ruled by one solitary being. A being who is out to eliminate the entire male population in the galaxy. Second, we know that their defenses are impenetrable. No, but, ladies, thirdly, thanks to Richard Peters, we know there's a flaw, a weakness, if you will, in the hypnotic ray configuration they use. That, when they encounter a being, let me preface this by saying, a male being that does not fit the standard brainwave patterns they are accustomed to, instead of their hypnotic ray immobilizing the man, it backfires, causing the mental powers of the victim to cross-circuit with the Voombodian hypnotic ray, rendering it and the Voombodian harmless. This is what we saw in the encounter with Richard and the Voombodian a few hours ago. What we must do, therefore, is to lure the Voombodian queen out of the mothership and cause her to try and use her hypnotic ray on someone with the incorrect brainwave patterns. Someone who she would hardly expect to be a threat to her power. Someone whose bravery and courage we already know is without question. And most importantly, someone who we already know has stood up against a Voombodian attack. If we can render the Voombodian queen harmless, I think we can reason with the rest of the Voombodians and try to come up with some sort of a peaceful solution.
But what about our men?
Well, I've been thinking about that. Now, we have no proof that they're actually dead, do we? I mean, we've seen them turn into some sort of crystals. But I remember from a Star Trek episode that matter can take on other forms and yet still retain its original life essence in a new molecular pattern.
Say what?
No, never mind. The important thing is that we must come up with a plan to eliminate the queen using Richard as our secret weapon.
What if we contacted the queen and then lied, telling her that we're ready to join forces with her and then spring Richard on her?
No. That wouldn't work. She's much too smart to fall for that.
How about if we offered Richard as some sort of sacrifice, telling her he's the king of all males, and she can have him if we can have our men back?
No, I don't like that idea at all.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I hear somewhere that the queen watches television?
Yes, that's right. She needs to monitor the news to keep up on world activities.
She also seems to have a fondness for Roseanne reruns.
Oh, well, never mind that. What we must do is to get her to watch the 6 o'clock news tonight.
Why? What's so special about the news tonight?
Because they're going to broadcast something she can't resist.
A Roseanne marathon?
No. We're going to interrupt the regular newscast with one of our own. Jane, is there a closed-circuit TV studio set up at the high school?
Yes?
Pat, do you still have that video? What was it? Hercules versus the giant cockroaches?
Sure, but...
Rita, can you rig up a way to broadcast from the high school and have it go over the air to all the TV stations in the area so the Queen is sure to see? And have it ready in 1 hour?
Well, I'd need a few things from the hardware store.
Things are really popping at the high school television station as the townswomen hurriedly prepare for the broadcast to end all broadcasts. The one that the Voombodian Queen must see, or civilization as we know it, will be doomed. Doomed! Doomed!
Wait, hurry! Sorry. Go! Rita, hurry! Do something! Come on, Jane, no! Wait, we have to get her. All right. Everyone, Jane, is everything all set in the control room?
Check.
Okay, Pat, do you have that video cued to the right spot?
Right.
Rita, are the transmission lines in place?
Hold your horses. Dagnabbit. There, she's all set.
We have to cut into the normal broadcasting at precisely 6 o'clock. That means everybody in their places now. Get in your places. Quickly. Good.
It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening. Here are the stories making the news tonight. There has been no change in the status of Dervish, North Dakota today, as officials still guard the borders of the little town, letting no one in or no one out. However, it has been reported to us that a troubleshooter from the west has been secretly flown in by helicopter to check on the situation firsthand. He is known as the strongest, bravest man, the most virile man in all the world. There is no one, man, woman, or otherwise, who can conquer him.
Ready with the video, Sally?
Ready?
His name is Hercules, and here he is.
If we had the budget, what you'll be seeing now is a large cutout square behind us, made to look like a screen, through which we would see two hand puppets, one Hercules and the other a giant cockroach battling each other.
As you can see, no one could be a match for this man. Look at those muscles. Now, I don't know who or what is plaguing Dervish, but I'd sure hate to be in their shoes about now.
My queen, we had no idea that such a man was still in Dervish. I wonder if...
Quiet, I want to hear this.
And so, to anyone listening who, how shall I say it, doesn't have us human beings' best interests at heart, had better stay away from the town square in Dervish, because that's where Hercules has set up his camp, and there he'll stay. Well, that's the latest news headline. Stay tuned for further details. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy our feature presentation for the evening, Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold, starring in Battle of the Bulges.
My queen, it seems as though we have one more man we must crystallize. But he seems so...
Strong. That's really the human male's weakness, for his strength often lies not in his muscles, but in his false ego pride. Number 1, ready the shuttle vehicle. I am going after this one personally.
But my queen, should you be risking your life, why not let one of us go?
No! I want this one for myself. I want to show you once and for all that we are the stronger and they the weaker.
My queen, the shuttle vehicle is ready.
Good. Number one, you will accompany me. The rest of you wait here. We shall be back in less than 60 Earth minutes with this Hercules freeze-dried and ready to be shipped off to Voombodia. Come, number one.
Well, they've either taken the bait by now or they haven't. Time will tell. Jane, why don't you go and get Richard ready now, just in case.
On my way.
Rita, come with me to the town square. If our broadcast was successful, that's where the Queen will be heading just about now.
Well, through the magic of make-believe, it is 20 minutes later in Dervish Town Square. If we had the budget, what you'll be seeing now are Jane and Marber frantically struggling to try and get Richard in his Hercules muscle suit before the arrival of the Voombodian Queen.
They're coming.
Is Richard ready?
Oh, just about. Just a few more pulls on his leg.
Oh, hurry, Rita, hurry.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Ready.
All right, everyone, let's hide.
You're not the man I saw on Earth TV. Oh well, a male is a male. Come, Mr. Hercules. Wouldn't you like to be in my arms?
And as the deadly Queen removes her dark glasses, our hero shakes with fright. Her eyes are truly mesmerizing. Richard looks a little shaky. I don't know if he's going to last the round. No? It looks like the Queen's got him. Wait, Richard's coming around. Yes, he seems to be getting strength from somewhere. I think the Queen is faltering. Yes, she's definitely off balance. She's backing down. No, wait, she's coming back. No, she's backing down.
Will you make up your mind?
It's sweat time! That's it! It's in 5, 6, 7, go time! And
Well, honey, looks like you're going to have to get another job.
I am sorry it had to happen this way, but you gave us little choice.
We need our men on this planet.
But how are we to live? Without our queen, we are directionless. And what are we to eat? All we've known is male humanoids for our sustenance.
Oh, wait here a minute, dearie. I think I can help you.
What is this?
That, my dear, is tofu.
To what?
It's tofu. You see, I've been studying you Voombodian women, and based on your hydrogen-carbon life cycles, I figured that the only reason you need to eat men is that your technology didn't ever figure out how you could get the nutrition you need from a manufactured product. So, now this here tofu has all the nutrients that you Voombodians need to maintain a healthy lifestyle. One serving of this here stuff has as much vitamins, minerals, and protein as an average-sized man. Plus, it's easier to digest and tastes a heck of a lot better, too.
This is delicious.
And we'll show you how to go about making it for every woman on your planet. No longer will you have to go scouring the universe for men. You just stay home nights and do a little crocheting.
What? Never mind, Rita. The point is, miss, that we can help you adjust to your new life, and in return, you can return our men to us.
Yes, I think that would be best. Come, I will restore your men.
So Voombodian number 1 takes the women to her ship, and with the help of the Voombodians, each of the storage vials is placed on a chair and water poured upon it. Instantly, the men and the sparkling crystals are reconstituted one by one and return to their full stature unharmed. And as all the men who revived and accounted for, the women of Earth keep their promise to the Voombodians and bring aboard their ship sacks of soybeans and a wonderful recipe for the best tofu stew you ever ate. And as the interplanetary sisters say farewell to each other, the Voombodians secure their ship and take off for Voombodia, promising that they'll only return to Earth for peaceful purposes and to visit their new friends, the women of Earth, who set them free. But what of the men? And how has this incident affected their relationship with the weaker sex here on Earth?
Yoo-hoo! Anyone here?
May I help you?
Yes. I'd like 3 of those croissants. Oh, and a few muffins. And how about a dozen of those cookies?
Oh, John, when you're finished with this customer, you can take a break if you'd like.
Gee, thanks. Listen, business sure has been good. You think I could have this Saturday off? I mean, I really would love to go fishing with Bob. I mean, we haven't been fishing since...
Oh, I'm sorry, John, but Bob will be busy this Saturday. He's laying the foundation for the new Richard Peters Memorial Landmark in the town square. Maybe next Saturday.
Right.
Well, hello, folks. I guess you'll be taking off for California, huh?
Yes, Sarah, but I think I'll miss you. After all, with all we've been through together, it's like we're one happy little family.
We're really very grateful to you, Richard.
Oh, we sure are. Aren't
Thank
we,
you.
John?
Oh, yeah, we sure are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now remember, John, you must keep up those aerobics. And no more of those calorie-ridden pizzas, right? Right.
Well, you two take care. And keep in touch, will you?
Sure, you bet, you
There's a
bet.
taxi.
Oh, and remember, you have to come back next year for the dedication to your landmark.
We wouldn't miss it for the world, will we, Richard?
The world? That's a funny way of putting it, Marva. Because we almost didn't have a world. But through diligence, courage, ingenuity, and creativity, we saved the world and made it a better place, a safer, happier place for men and women. We now know that nothing in the universe can take us away from our mission to love, honor, and respect each other. And you, yes, you out in audience land, you know you can do it. You know what it takes to get it done. Don't let anyone trample on your dreams. You really don't know what you've got until you put it to the test. So come on, everybody. Let's do a little perspiring to the moldies!
about 4 rehearsals. This is a great bunch of people. And you have